Well, it may have taken a while, but we finally saw our first decent snowfall of the season. I guess shouldn't be past tense because it's still snowing out there a little bit. There were no serious wrecks, but this snowfall did create some slick roads for people who are out and about rushing to work, or if you're on the Kansas side, to school this morning. We do have team coverage of this winter storm.
Yeah, Sloan Heller is on the Kansas side. Zach Tecklenburg is on the Missouri side. But first, let's go to meteorologist Brett Anthony with a look at your forecast. And Brett, it looks like we sent you outside.
Yes, I came outside. Curtis, hi. Good morning, Jow Jow. You can see the streets behind me just wet right now. The temperature's at about 30 degrees. And currently outside, we've got a few snowflakes and even a little bit of a light rainy mist falling at this time. This snow really is a good packing snow for snowballs. Not so much for snowman making yet. I think it'll get better as the day goes on, but it really makes a nice snowball. So there should be some good snowball fights. Just don't aim at the heads. Let's take a look at live ESP radar. What we've got going on is a heavier band of snow out to the east of Kansas City, so there's still some accumulating snowfall in parts of the area, out toward Marshall and over towards Sedalia, maybe up to the north and east toward Carrollton and out into parts of Sheridan County, and that's going to continue moving off to the east. And what we'll see back here in Kansas City is pretty much what we're getting right now. It's just this little bit of light mist and maybe a couple snowflakes thrown in there until later on this afternoon, when we'll see maybe another little band of snow that could produce another quarter-inch of snowfall across the area. So forecast for the rest of today, temperatures in the lower 30s with this light mist and a few snowflakes coming down from time to time. And really, we might not lose the snowflakes and snow showers till about 11 o'clock tonight. Believe it or not, most of all this snow could be gone by the middle part of the week. And we'll talk about how by looking at the 7-day forecast coming up.
Brett, it's nice to see that snow. How many inches did we get so far?
We got 1 3/4 inches here on the plaza, 2 inches at Overland Park, Excelsior Springs, and Oskaloosa, Kansas reported 3 inches of snowfall out of this system.
All right. Thank you so much.
All
Keep
right.
us posted. We'll check back with you soon. A lot of folks were out driving in the snow, obviously, to get to work or wherever they needed to go. And people were saying that it took them twice as long to get to their location. In Kansas, we did not see as many school closings today. Mainly, all the closings were on the Missouri side.
But that doesn't mean the roads weren't messy on the Kansas side. 41 Action News reporter Sloan Heller is live in Prairie Village just off of Shawnee Mission Parkway and Antioch with more. And I see a guy walking behind you there with a shovel, Sloan.
Yes, I just heard that. Good morning, Jow Jow. You know, we're all getting some pretty good reviews from KDOT. I just talked to a spokesperson who said, again, considering this was really our, most substantial, there we go, snowstorm of the year. Oh, there we go, some mustard and ketchup over there. We all did pretty well. There was no major injury accidents on the Kansas side. Dozens of minor accidents, though, to report. I know that their Krispy Kreme manager is saying that he saw quite a few people fishtailing on the bridge over I-35, and then Major Miles talking about several slide-offs as well as fender benders on those exit ramps. Again, anywhere that is snow-packed, icy, not heavily traveled, those were the trouble spots. We talked to a driver about his experience on the road, and he says typically most people, including himself, are in too much of a hurry on days like today.
They're not the best, but, I'm probably partly to blame sometimes too. But I'll take heed to caution today and go a little slower.
Now, it is about 30 degrees out there. I cannot believe they are in T-shirts, but those are some diehard shovelers, it looks like, for Winsteads over there. The two things you're going to want to kind of keep in mind for the rest of the day and even into the evening is potential for freezing drizzle. Again, that could impact your drive home from work this evening. And also, again, because we are now down to 30 degrees, we could see some of the roads that are slushy and wet turn to ice. So a couple of things to keep in mind. Again, we are not in the clear just yet. We're live this morning in Prairie Village. Sloan Heller, 41 Action News today.
All right, Sloan, thank you. And it was sort of a mess on the Missouri side as well.
Yeah, Zach Tecklenburg has been keeping an eye on that for us all morning long. He is live now along 71 Highway with a look at traffic on the other side of the metro. Hey, Zach.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we're along 71 Highway, and you can see there's a stalled vehicle right here, and that's really about as bad as it gets, MoDOT's telling us. They said they dealt with just a few incidents this morning, from fender benders to cars sliding off the roads. And if you take a look out onto 71 Highway, you can see it's much better out there. Just a little bit of wet pavement, no snow or slush to slow drivers down. Now, I just got off the phone with MoDOT about a half hour ago or so, and they say they still have about 80 snowplow drivers out there on the Missouri side in the immediate Kansas City metro area, working to make that commute good for the drive home. And they're saying that you'll also want to be mindful of that possible precipitation that's coming this afternoon. They want to make sure that everyone has a safe drive home, just like most people did on their way into work this morning. Now, back out here live, you can see that cars really are going along at a pretty good clip, just like nothing happened this morning. And I was out on the roads all over across the metro area on the Missouri side today, and people were taking it very slow, giving themselves plenty of space between the vehicle in front of them, and that's exactly what MoDOT says they want to see for this commute home, and hopefully they'll get that. Live along 71 Highway in Kansas City, Zach Tecklenburg, 41 Action News.
All right, Zach, thank you so much. Now, if you do rely on Metro buses to get around, you may need a little bit of extra time today as well. The ATA says as many as a fourth of their buses are delayed, an average of about 10 minutes because of those slick road conditions. Officials will issue an update on the bus schedules if more delays happen or if the buses are rerouted because of that snow. But everyone, again, just kind of taking it easy here today. Now, if you are curious about road conditions, here are the numbers that you can call. The Missouri number you see there, 888-ASK-MoDOT. That will give you current conditions, obviously, on the Missouri side. In Kansas, you can dial 511 if you're in the state. Otherwise, you can call 1-866-511-5368 for Kansas road conditions.
And there has been only a few delays out at KCI so far. We just checked and we saw only 2 flights delayed. When the snow began falling this morning, crews began working to clear the runways. They are using finely sifted sand to keep the runways safe for planes.